So hey, what's up YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. This is Weapon XI2 or just Weapon, and we've got a great review for you today. We're gonna be doing, as you can probably tell already, Arkham Origins, and as usual, or at least for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be doing kind of a half first look slash let's play, and other half review, while I go over the different parts. So, also, all of my reviews, as usual, are going to be spoiler free. And while I don't think there's anything within the first 15 minutes of gameplay that could actually be considered, a spoiler, if there is anything that's game breaking, then I'll edit it out or give you a kind of a warning. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing that you'll know is that this is the first game out of the trilogy that is not made by Rocksteady Studios, which made the first two. This one has actually been made by Warner Brothers Interactive. So I guess they figured that they could just copy and paste, what they did with the past couple games and get away with it, which is pretty much what this seems to be, kind of a copy paste of Arkham City, but you'll get to see yourself. Also of note, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill have been replaced by Roger Smith and Troy Baker as the voiceovers for Batman and Joker respectively. Now, you'll know those two guys because Roger played Ezio in the Assassin's Creed games, and interestingly, Troy Baker plays Booker DeWitt in the Bioshock Infinite game. So he's a really talented guy, and they give him a lot of props for his portrayal of Joker. Personally, I think that Roger Smith did a really good job in emulating Kevin Conroy, because I didn't even notice that it wasn't him for a really long time. So they do pretty good jobs, but it's an okay put together game. Like I said, it's really derivative. You could tell that they rushed it to try to release it, late October, before it clashed with Call of Duty Ghosts or any of the new consoles coming out.
Police and emergency services are urging Gotham residents to stay off the roads and in their homes tonight in light of the severe winter storm warning.
No man is an island, Bruce. You've been back for almost 2 years now. You can't expect me to believe that Gotham's most eligible bachelor is spending another Christmas alone.
You just ran out of time.
Knowing that tonight we put to rest one of Gotham's most heinous and relentless killers, Julian Gregory Day.
Commissioner Loeb, any comment on the rumor that it wasn't actually the cops who captured Mr. Day?
There is no such thing as a Batman.
Captain Gordon! Captain Gordon! Commissioner Loeb!
No further questions, no further questions.
All units, code 10 at Blackgate Prison. Communication is down, possible to 11.
Delta 6-4 en route.
Dispatch 5-9, confirm code 10. This is a breakout.
Suspect identified as Black Mask. Repeat, code 10 suspect is Black Mask. Commissioner Loeb is being held captive. Repeat, Commissioner Loeb is 701.
You do realize it is Christmas Eve, sir.
Commissioner Loeb before it's too late.
So, as far as the controls and stuff go, they're pretty much the same if you played any of the other ones, especially Arkham City. They're, more the same. One of the creators commented that even though this is an Origins game, they didn't want to take away too much because they knew that the players had kind of had an experience and they didn't want to take away that experience. But I feel like they could have underpowered Batman and, given him certain things that were kind of like low-tech versions of the stuff that he had, so you weren't really robbing the players of an experience, more of making them feel as though this is an origin story. But and it really doesn't matter what you have, because even if you've only got like a stick with a nail on the end of it, if you're the only one with the stick with the nail on the end of it, you're the king of the stick. So I mean, I feel like that was a bad excuse, but
No, please, not at all!
Oh, I'll kill you all right. But by the time I do, that eye won't be the only thing you're missing.
What is that? Behind you!
Oh, come on. Expect me to fall for that? I mean, try something original.
Ah! What the hell are you? No! Stay away! Don't hurt me! Oh, I heard the rumors, but you're not supposed to be
Who tore this place apart?
I don't know what it is. It's huge.
Where is Black Mask?
I don't know. He's here for Commissioner Loeb. Maybe one of his men knows where he's headed.
like I said, it's largely the same, the combat and the controls. If you've played the other ones, you've played this. They do replace some of the items. Most notably, later on in the game, you get these electric gloves. Here's the problem with that. The electric gloves are incredible. They're super powerful. And why would he ever get rid of them, right? Like, there are a lot of things that he gets. Some of them are just, you know, like I said, underpowered replacements for stuff such as the cryo grenade that you got from Mr. Freeze that gets replaced with a sticky grenade or a sticky grenade. But I mean, like I said, those electric gloves are awesome. I can't see why he would have ever gotten rid of them. And that's where it kind of steps on its own toes.
These are Black Mask's men. I'll make them tell me where I can find Black Mask.
You know, I guess they had to do something new, and they're more focused on fun than continuity in that way.
This should slow him down.
Move like that.
All right, enough. Don't hurt.
Where's Black Mask?
How the hell should I know?
I'm going to make you talk. How much pain you endure before that is in your hands.
Screw you!
I don't have time for this.
Okay. He said it to the execution chamber. With Loeb.
Smart move. Now you get to take a nap.
Look at that.
Crazy!
You know, the story feels really rushed. Just kind of, like I said, you could tell that they were trying to get some a product out, and you get that sense. Just like you saw with the interrogation, it's kind of, you know, he says, hey, you're going to tell me something. The dude says, no, I'm not. Then he makes this threat, and the guy kind of just folds. It it doesn't really seem like, they're trying to sell it. They're just like sitting you in a seat and saying, hey, okay, come along for the ride. And you kind of expect a little bit more than that, especially it being the third part of the series.
That doesn't belong here. Wonder who's controlling it.
Another thing that's really disappointing is that despite the name Arkham Origins, it's not in any way really an origin story. It doesn't explain why he became Batman, or, show his journey in any meaningful way. Besides, he may make like one or two mistakes that he acknowledges during the game, but with no real consequences to those mistakes. And
I don't have time to waste. I should use my grapple gun to get over this gate.
it could have been a Batman story in any point in time. Like I said, besides those couple things where he's like, well, I made this mistake, and he kind of learns from it, but that happens very, very few, far in between.
He's going crazy. Talk like that's what got you into this mess in the first place.
Another thing that bothers me, and we probably won't get to see it here in this review, but in the first couple games, they come up with fairly good reasons why there aren't any people populating the streets. Now, in this one, it's supposed to be some sort of martial law because of a storm that's going on. That's really weak sauce in comparison. And with it being so much of a supposedly open world game, the absence of people is not only disappointing but kind of disturbing, because basically the only people that populate the streets are like these thugs who won't abide by the martial law, and they all attack you the first time they see you.
Please hold the camera. We gotta run.
So it feels kind of like this super extended, Arkham Asylum type feel, like you're stuck in a world of lunatics. Feels very impersonal. Because I would have to play through a bit more in order for you to see that, and I really don't want to ruin too much of the game either way. But you'll see what I'm saying once you get to that part if you decide to play the game.
That area of the floor is weak. I can use my explosive gel to break through.
As far as the gameplay, like I said, it's pretty much more the same. It's got some good ideas. The main story can be a little imaginative, but even saying that is kind of not true, because you've seen, some really creative stuff from the past games. So they basically just kind of recycle, like the dream sequence from Scarecrow. They kind of recreate in their own way. Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. It's fun, but it's nothing new.
Some big changes.
There's still lots of collectibles if you're into that kind of thing. I've never been a big fan of running around and picking stuff up, but the fact that, they do the whole thing with the Riddler, making you have to solve puzzles in order to get it, or get them, I guess, is kind of added, but it feels like busy work to me, to be honest. And the side missions are all pretty much the same. Go here, beat up these guys, destroy this thing.
And then make a break for it.
He ain't going alone. I'm going with him.
Me too. I could use a drink.
So this is where we part ways. Whoever's coming with me, I got the first round. Whoever's helping out Black
Really,
Mask,
I'm
good
super
luck.
disappointed with
See
the
you never.
Shiva and Deathstroke fights, because they are, and this is the Batman fan in me, they're the kind of the other two best, hand-to-hand martial artists in the DC universe, and their fights are really anticlimactic. They go down pretty easy. They're not super hard. You may do it, more than once, but it's not like, for example, this battle with Copperhead you have, which to me is insanely difficult, and most people don't even know who Copperhead is, so it was disappointing. But even Bane's fight is really anticlimactic as well, but at least you get to fight him more than once. So, they treat him with a little bit more respect. I guess they figured that whoever's playing this game isn't really too much of a comic book fan. They're just playing it because they like the old ones. But if you're just playing it for like story and to enjoy the main gameplay, it's pretty short. But other than that, if you really want to maximize this, you could, with all the side quest, the collectibles, side quests, and the challenges, which are basically just like the story mode stuff, but they have like little challenges that you gotta fulfill for points, just like the old games. As far as video and sound goes, as you can see, it's beautiful, but it's 2013 going on 2014. If you're a AAA game and you can't make a nice looking game, then you're not doing it. Sounds great, the music score is great, and it would have to be. I mean, Batman's been around for so long, it's been in so many different parts of the media that you've just got so much to draw from, so much music, that you got to be trying not to hit on something. Voice acting is pretty decent, like I said. The main guys do a pretty good job. Tara Strong comes back to do Harvey or Harlequin, and she's a phenomenal voice actress. So nothing but, then you got some people who just don't quite deliver.
That's just too perfect to ignore. You're gonna owe me for this, Julian.
What's all this about, Sionis? Haven't I always come through for you?
You may have, Julian, but things have changed. We're starting with a clean slate, and you're not on it.
What are you talking about? I'm not on it? After all I've done for you. I'm a police commissioner, damn it!
Show's over, boys.
So the prognosis for the game, as far as I'm concerned, is if you like Batman games, you're gonna love this. I mean, they basically
Too
do,
late. Commissioner Loeb
the
is
same
dead.
thing that all the other
Black
Batman
Mask
games
is
have
a lot
done.
to answer for.
Probably not as good. No, definitely not as good. But you'll still get the experience that you enjoy from it. If you don't really care about the collectibles, challenge mode, stuff like that, I would highly suggest that you just rent it, because the game, as far as that goes, doesn't hold up enough to justify a buy if you're not gonna do all that. The multiplayer, which I'm not even gonna go into, it's really not much to talk about, and I generally don't do multiplayer reviews and single player reviews in the same time. But in addition to whether or not you're gonna buy it or not, keep in mind that there's a fairly extensive list of bugs that that's well known, including freezes at the quick travel and upgrade stations. Enemies sometimes get caught behind invisible walls. Enemies don't pop their combat prompts, such as like the counter prompts or the silent takedown prompts. There's this side quest for this character named Anarchy, which a lot of players have been seeing save corruptions if you complete it. So if you get that, you'll have to delete your game and start completely over, and that sucks. Enemy hit animation doesn't fit properly, and I've even in one circumstance experienced a completely disappeared background. Like, basically you could see outside.
The memory card is damaged, but I should be able to recover most of the data back at the Batcave.
You could see outside of the game from inside a building, so hopefully they'll fix those bugs. But you put all that stuff together and you get, like I said, a pretty disappointing game, but still a Batman game. So, like I said before, if you love the first two, you'll love this. It's worth a rent. I wouldn't say a buy, but if you got no choice, buy it and then trade it back in really quickly. And that's basically it. I mean, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, leave me a message in the comments if you think there's something I could do better, if you got any ideas, and enjoy this final battle between the Bat and Killer Croc.
I know I caught yours.
Nothing better to do?
Make some money. Alexander.
I'll make you pay.
Where's he going?
The boss of me is me.
You want teeth? I want answers.
Wait till Black Mask's assassins get through with you.
What assassin?
Whoever wins is gonna be famous and rich.
At least we know he won't be ugly. no such thing as a Batman.